Okay, Mr. Essay, I say, prepare to be written! I'm doing it! I'm doing it! Yeah! Yeah! And some of these, and some of these. Almost there, and done. Now let's see how it looks so far.
Hello, everybody. It's been a little bit when I post this. It will have been like a week since I posted my last video. That's because, it was my birthday. And I went out of town, did some things with some friends safely, obviously. Even though I'm fully vaccinated, we still gotta be safe in these streets. But yeah, so I had a really good birthday. And now it's final season. This is the one thing about my birthday that I've noticed while I've been in college is that it always falls right around finals. Because the way my school is set up, finals are like the last week of April and the first week or two sometimes of May. So it's like that 3-week period is always really sucky. So there's always like a lot of assignments and stuff to do around my birthday, which there was and is. So there's that, but I still made some time to enjoy myself, which is exactly what this video is about. We're going to, over the next couple of days, I'm going to be filming myself, not just studying. This isn't just a study with me for finals type of thing, but also like a taking care of yourself during finals as well. Like, I feel like that's something a lot of people do. They just go, and then eventually they burn out. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at my plant right now. Look at it. Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, I feel like people kind of just go, and then eventually they just like burn out and like not taking care of themselves, me included. So I think that what I'm gonna do is show not only like tips and stuff for like studying and like getting shit done and assignments done, but also like just taking care of yourself and making sure you're taking time for yourself and how to take time for yourself. Because that's one thing I learned, is that sometimes you have to force yourself to make time for yourself. So yeah, so that's what this little video is gonna be about. So come join me. So if you remember my little dorm decorating haul, I probably showed you my plant. It has since then died, and I kind of tore off the top part because the top part was dead. I didn't notice this was growing, but it is, because I've been watering it in hopes that this top part would grow again, and it kind of wasn't, and I was kind of concerned. I was like, damn, is it like just never gonna grow, But hey, look at it. It's growing out the side here. It's a little weird. It looks very weird. It kind of looks like a parasite, but so, anyway, yeah. Sometimes when you fail at life, you can't go back the way you came. Sometimes you got to go a different way. Why won't my camera focus? Whatever, you get the point. The rest of my plants they're doing all right. They probably need to be watered, but they're doing all right. This one's doing really well, as far as I can tell. Honestly, I thought it was fake at first, but then I looked at like this part right here, and that's how I knew it wasn't fake. So I've been watering it. Wait, is it fake? No, it's not fake. Okay. Because I was like, I've been watering a fake plant this entire time. Oh my god. And then my other plant, why won't my camera focus? There we go. My other plant right here is also doing pretty well. When I stop watering it, you can see, like, I stopped watering it for like a week and it just immediately droops. But as soon as I start watering it again, it like perks back up, like you can see here. So maybe this plant is resilient. Take note, guys. The plant is resilient. Okay, so the number one thing that I wanted to show you guys was my like extremely helpful tip for like organization for anything in terms of finals, in terms of just assignments in general. This has helped me out so much. I think I started it this semester. Last semester I like kind of did it, but this semester I like really did it, and I did it every day, and it helped so much. This is the sticky note app. I feel like at least Windows computer should have it. If you go down here and just type in sticky note, it'll pop up there, and that's this. Open that up. So yeah, that's this. And I basically have my weekly to-do on here. I know this would be easier if I was just using OBS, but I'm lazy. But yeah, I just have my weekly to-do, and this is pretty much everything that I need to do throughout the week. And I've been using this literally every day this semester. I also have like some other things too, like for like my therapy notes. Oh yeah, I started therapy. That's the thing. Like other, like for my classes when I need to take notes. This is like the list of classes that I need to take over the next couple of semesters. So yeah, this is really helpful, especially if you're like me. I don't necessarily like writing things down on paper, at least everyday things, like to-do list everyday things. I really don't like writing them down on paper. So I'll just write everything down on there and just cross them out as I go. As you saw, some things were crossed out. And I organized them by hierarchy. So what needs to get done first, what takes the most precedence, what's due first. That usually helps, especially when I have a lot of assignments to do. And it helps just being able to cross it off one by one by one. And it feels really good. But yeah, for example, you can see here I have like today I had a meeting this morning, and I had to put my Japanese presentation on my flash drive. And then I had to go to my class and do my presentation. And then I had to take my COVID test. And now I have like a couple papers to finish today, and also exercise and edit video. I put those every week. But you know, obviously sometimes they get done, sometimes they don't get done, and that is okay. It's okay. It's also final, so like, you know, exercising might be a thing. I'm gonna try to go for a walk at least a couple times this week to like at least stretch my legs and get out of the storm. But yeah, so that's my number one tip: sticky notes app, or any type of like notes app or anything on your computer. You can probably, if you don't have one, you can probably download like some free software that probably has this type of sticky note apps, or to-do list. Even you probably can find like an actual to-do list. But yeah, this is the one I use. So as you can tell, it is much, much later. In fact, it is 9:30 at the moment. I slept for 2 hours after making that thing. Like, I laid in my bed and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like get up at like 7 p.m. I would like went into my bed at like 6. And I was like, I'm gonna get up at like 7 so I can cook dinner like early tonight instead of cooking dinner at like 8, 9 o'clock like I usually do. And then like I was just watching YouTube videos and then 7 o'clock rolls around. And I'm like, okay, I'm about to get up. I was literally like, I'm about to get up. And then I fall asleep. I fall asleep and then I wake up and it's 8:20. So it's whatever. But yeah, I had a good meal. Usually those meals last me the week, but I kind of also want to make pasta this week. I'm trying to use up all my food because I literally went grocery shopping like 2 weeks ago and I still have a lot of food left and I don't want to bring a whole bunch of food home. I mean, like, who cares? I could just bring it home, but like also like it's just a lot of food. So I'm trying to use up all my food and I'm also trying to use up all my dining dollars. I did not plan this out very well. I have like so much like bonus funds left and like I need to use them all up because they don't roll over to the next semester because college is a scam. That's why. So I have to use them all up now. So probably going to get Starbucks again tomorrow. I got Starbucks today. Venti's forever. I only have about $100 left, so a couple of Starbucks trips, maybe a couple of Chipotle trips. Panera. Oh, Panera's expensive. Oh, Panera actually sounds good. I have been craving Panera, but the Panera on our campus has such weird times. And they're not open on the weekends for some weird-ass reason. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. Well, right now, I'm going to, for the next 30 minutes, maybe longer, I'm going to be editing this paper that I have. Luckily, all the content is there for my paper, but it's kind of in bullet form, so I need to take those bullets and put them into paragraph form. I'm going to show you. So this is my paper. It's he called it OGSD, original game story document design, whatever the fuck. Anyway, so basically we had to make a game from scratch, pretty much. Just think of a game, think of the plot, the characters, gameplay, etc., and pretty much make an entire document. My game is called The Night Takers. Make an entire document dedicated to like you said, the narrative design brief, the pitch, characters, quests. This is like a script right here, and then an author statement. And let me show you something. This is like the PDF format version of it because I have to submit it as a PDF. And my table of contents like actually works. However, this shit took so long to do, bro. Yeah, but as you can see down here, I did it with this one. Put it into like paragraph form. These are all in bullet point form. Sorry, can't speak. And so I just need to change these into paragraph forms, like the way I had the first section. And then this is like my script section. So this is what happens when you look at Pomodoro. So the Pomodoro technique is literally you set a timer for like, this is a really cute infographic. You set a timer for like 25 minutes, and then after the 25 minutes, you work for like 25 minutes straight and really focus. And then you take a 5-minute break. And you do that like 4 times before you take an elongated break, maybe for like 20, 30 minutes, whatever. So it helps a lot for people with ADD. I have trouble focusing. I have not been diagnosed with ADD yet, but I'm talking to my therapist about that pretty soon. But yeah, either way, you don't have to have ADD to do this technique, obviously. It's just a technique to help people focus, especially if you think you have distractions. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Just 25 minutes of just straight working, see how far I can get, and then, set a timer. And then 5 minutes, you can't cheat yourself on the 5 minutes. You have to literally get up, especially if you sit at a computer, get up, walk away from the computer. Go lay down, go get some water, go eat a snack. But you cannot stare at your computer or even your phone. I really try not to even stare at my phone during the 5 minutes. Like, I check my messages, but, like, I don't stare at my phone because that also kind of defeats the purpose of, like, giving your eyes a break. break and giving yourself a break. So don't cheat yourself on the 5 minutes. But yes, Pomodoro effect helps a lot. I use it for pretty much everything. So let's go. I'm gonna stop procrastinating now. It's a Pomodoro. Hi. So I finished. I ended up going a little bit over my last Pomodoro just because I was like really close to being done. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna sprint to the finish. The page numbers started being a little bitch, but I looked it up and I fixed that. So script is done. It is formatted correctly. It looks beautiful. You're not gonna see it because I already closed the document and I don't feel like opening it again. Camera's over here. So now I'm going to go take a shower because I realized I haven't taken a shower yet. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just wanted to let you know about how many tabs I have open, because you think after using Word for like years, you would like understand how to fucking use it. Like you think you would know how to use Word. You've been using Word since like probably the 5th grade, 6th grade, maybe when you started having to do papers like in 6th grade. So you know how to use Word. You've been using Word for most of your life now, and yet there are just so many things that you just don't know how to fucking use for some reason. Page number, like I know how to use page numbers. It's just like sometimes the section would just start over and I had to click a box that says go from continuous previous section, but it's like, why wouldn't it already do? I feel like that should be the default. And if you want your page numbers to start over, then you have to check a box, because how many times in a page document do you want your page numbers to start over? Very little. I can think of some, but not a lot of times do you want your page numbers to ever fucking start over. I'm babbling. The point is, and then like stuff in Word, like pages just had nothing on them and like wouldn't let me delete them. So I had to find Control G for /page in order to select the page and then delete it. Anyway, yes, by the way, I was indeed, this last like 5 minutes, I've been listening to this song on loop, because Kiss Kiss Fall in Love. So I'm gonna go take a shower now. Or on High School Host Club, take us out. Kiss Kiss Fall in Love!
The next day.
Good morning. It is currently 11:12. I was laying in bed for like an hour. Didn't know what to do with my life. Because I have no classes today, because my class pretty much was like, hey, just work on your papers, and yeah, so I don't have class today, which is like cool, but now it's like, now I have to actually manage my time. Usually I just work until I have class, but I don't have class today. So the first thing that needs to get done, however, is the paper I was working on last night, and I told you guys about the little card things that I need to do. I'm gonna try and attempt those first just to get that over with, and then I'm going to go over the other paper I was supposed to go over last night, and I didn't do that. And then I have to do peer reviews for a third paper, so I would do peer reviews. And then from there, I think I'm gonna apply to a couple of internships and work on some stuff outside of like school. I need to eat. And I don't want to eat breakfast food, but like I have a whole loaf of bread and like some bagel thins. So I'm gonna force myself to eat breakfast food because I need to eat breakfast food. So let's go do that. this is what hello? This is what I got. I ended up putting lunch meat on this because, again, was not feeling the breakfast spirit. It's upside down because I low-key kind of burnt the top, and you don't need to see that. So, yeah. I put an egg on it, some cheese, you know, and we're gonna eat it. Just a little update. That was good as fuck. Hi. Okay. We're back. It's been an hour and a half, just about. It's currently 1:30 on the dot. But yeah, so I finished the paper I was doing last night. I will show you in a second what we have. I'm very proud of it. I'm absolutely, completely, 100% finished with this paper. Now I need to go do my laundry, and then I'll come back up and then do the other papers that I have to do. But yeah, let me show you what I got.
You left me. You left me. Me. You left me. You're big as hell. You're big as hell. You left me. You left me. You left me. Me. You left me. You're big as hell. You're big as hell. You left me. You left me. You left me. Me. You left me. You're big as hell. You're big as hell. You left me. You left me. You left me. Me. You left me. You're big as hell. You're big as hell. You left me.
I don't have scissors, so I'm gonna have to use a pen. I don't know what type of packing tape they be using. Ta-da! I got the... Why is my camera doing this to me? For what reason? What is the reason? Okay, there we go. I got the Cinderella is Dead book. It's still not focusing, but we're just gonna have to deal. I've been hearing a lot about this, and I watched, I think, Amanda BB's video the other day about how everything is bothering her, and the last thing she mentioned was something positive, and it was this book. And a couple of my friends said that they also have read the book and really like it. So I got the book. So I'm gonna probably, I have a backlog of books I need to get through, but this is now on the list. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put it, but hey, I got it. That's all that matters. All right, now I'm really gonna take a nap. I'm tired. See you in probably a couple of hours.
The next day.
Our human experience. Anger when witnessing injustice, like when something is not fair, like that is, well, again, and these are mine, so I'm not even trying to be definitive. This is very phenomenological.
Hello, it is currently 11:56. Just now making breakfast out of class earlier. I have one more final class tomorrow, and then I'm done with classes. Of course, I still have I finished the 2 papers. I already said that. Jesus, I keep saying that, but it's really because I keep going back and touching things up, but I officially submitted them this morning during class. So yeah, I have some Japanese work that needs to get done. It's just a review sheet for the final. Then obviously I gotta start studying for that today. What else? Oh, I need to do some game design stuff for my game design class. But that's gonna be done after I do my review sheet because that's due today. But right now I'm making breakfast.
You left me. You left me. Me. You left me. You're big as hell.
Hi. So It's a little bit later. I ate. I didn't show you what I ate. Sorry. I was just hungry. So I finished my Japanese review. It was just like a couple pages. So it turns out my teacher emailed me. I emailed her asking how much is going to be on the final. Turns out technically everything, but she said to focus on the stuff we kind of just learned. So I think what I'm going to do, study tip, is to work backwards. So the stuff that we just learned, like we learned chapters 5 through 11 this whole semester, except for 10. So I'm going to start from chapter 11 and work my way backwards to chapter 5, because chapter 11 I don't know like anything other than like possibly the grammar. Like I don't know the vocab, I don't know the kanji. Let's have a little chit chat because I'm losing my mind. So the reason why it's 3 a.m. right now and I haven't gone to bed, and I had planned to watch Invincible tonight, that didn't happen. A lot of things didn't happen today. But let me tell you why. So I only had one class today, my last class of the entire semester. Ignore these. These came out of my head. My entire last class of the entire semester, like my last regular class, and that went fine. It went well. It's whatever. Then, for some reason, hold on. Usually after that class, I take a nap, right? And the nap is usually 2 hours. I like to think it's 1 hour, but really it's 2. And so I was like, all right, so I'm going to take a nap because I was tired. I had a doctor's appointment earlier in the day. So I was like, I'm going to take a nap. Well, it's like, let's say we end at like 4 o'clock, right? So I realized, just happenstance, like going through things for this design that I'm a part of and that I'm putting together, that like the shipping labels are all wrong. Well, not all of them, but like the people who worked on design get a free design. And so they had to fill out this form that I made. But the form, I didn't put the format correctly. Like for the address, it was supposed to be address for 1 line, city for 1 line, state for 1 line, zip code for 1 line, country for 1 line, So, but instead I just put the addresses all 1 line. So when I tried to then import it to Pirate Ship, which is the shipping company we're using for shipping labels, like it didn't take it. It was like, no, this is not going to work. So what I had to do was go into the sheet, the Google Sheet, we'll convert the form to a Google Sheet, go into the Google Sheet, and basically make all of the columns. The issue is not everybody, like lives in America that's working on this design. And then we actually have quite a few people who aren't living in America. And, you know, I have no idea how to format, like, those addresses. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory. Like, the ones for Canada and Australia were really self-explanatory. But, like, the ones for the UK and, like, France, because France doesn't have provinces. France just has cities. So, like, I had to put nothing for those, but I didn't know that. Like, there were people from Brazil. There was people with some long-ass strings for, like, addresses. That's my cookies. Ooh, these are my cookies. Alright, I'm gonna let them cool for a little bit. Are these cooked? That's a good question. I should probably... Yeah, they're cooked. I'm just throw them back in the oven if they're not. So anyway, yeah. So I had to make the spreadsheet myself, and I didn't know how to format any of the ones that were out of this country. So I went to the Discord that all the contributors were in, and I was basically like, hey, everyone, I fucked up. I need to, like, separate the columns. So I need everyone, there's 40 people on this forum. I need everyone to check with me to get their, to get the free sign. I need you to check with me so I can, like, double check your address. Most people came to me today, like, right away, which is, like, cool, because, like, thank you for being punctual, but also it was just, like, half of the people, like, 20 people at once DMing me on Discord, and it was just, like, so I sat there for, like, an hour and a half, like, doing that, and, like, just checking people's addresses and, like, all that. And by the time I looked up, it was, like, 5:30. And, like, I hadn't taken my nap yet. So I was like, I need a fucking nap. I hop into bed. And I don't even stare at my phone. Usually, the reason why my nap is 2 hours is because I stare at my phone for an hour, like, scrolling. And then, like, I actually go to bed for, like, an hour. No, I was out like a fucking light. And I did not wake up until 8 p.m. So there's that. And I have been studying. I didn't actually get to studying. Like, I didn't open Quizlet until 8:50. So pretty much since 9 p.m. I've been studying. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, and now it's almost 3 o'clock. So that's 6 to 7 hours that I've been sitting here staring at this computer. And it doesn't seem real, like, at all. Like, when I really sit there and think, like, oh my god, it's been 7 hours. Like, when you think about that, that's like 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Like, that's a whole day for some people. And, like, it really is, like, hitting me like I've been sitting here for 7 hours in this chair for 7 hours. Like, that is insane. And I haven't taken a shower, and I need a shower. And as you saw, I stress baked some cookies, and, like, I don't even know. And I'm not even done for the night. So tomorrow, to avoid this, let me show you something. So to avoid me being up, because of course finals weekend is the weekend I decide to actually have a life. And so Saturday and Sunday, I'm actually busy, like, outside of school. Like, I'm going places, which is, like, fun in theory, but it's also just, like, time. Anyway, so Friday, tomorrow, I plan, well, I guess later today, I'm going to sleep pretty much probably until 12. And 12/1 p.m., I'm going to start on my Japanese 340 paper, my Japanese literature class. I forgot that paper needs to be finished because we did the peer review for it, but I didn't, like, yeah. So we're going to do that. I'm dedicating 2 hours to it. If I start at 12, it's 3 hours. If I start at 1, it's 2 hours. Either way, at 3 p.m., we're stopping. And then I'm going to take a nap because I know I'm going to need it because it's already 3 a.m. and I'm tired. I'm so tired. So I'm probably going to take a nap from 3 to 5. Good 2-hour nap. And then I'm going to wake up. I know it takes me literally like an hour once I wake up from a nap to actually do anything. So from 6 to 8 p.m., I am going to work on kanji. Then I'm going to take a dinner break and force myself to eat from 8 to 9 p.m. And then I'm going to do grammar from 9 to 12 a.m. And that's it for the day. I'm putting a hard fucking stop at 12 a.m. I'm just doing that. That's what I'm doing. And I think that's good to put hard stops on time so you're not like me at 3 a.m. in the morning trying to study for something. Like, there's just... nothing's comprehending, and honestly I think I'm stopping for the night. So there's no point in like trying to shove shit in my face at like 3 a.m. in the morning and like nothing's comprehending. Like, why don't I take my own advice I literally gave you earlier in the video, you know?
The next day.
You mess me, me, me. You mess me. You're big and down. You're big and down. You mess me. You mess me. You mess me, me, me.
First of all, I'd like to thank this playlist, and there was another playlist too. These two playlists were bomb as fuck, got me through.
You mess